I'm Alexis Sciarratta, and my service learning site is called Labra. It's named after Saint Benedict Joseph Labra, the patron saint of the homeless. Basically, what we do is every Monday night we'll meet in Campus Ministries kitchen, and we prepare food for the homeless. But rather than having a soup kitchen kind of feel where they come to us, we go out to them. A couple of students on SLA's campus started Labra about 4 years ago. And so we only have about 10, maybe 15 people go out every Monday. But we've made friends with the homeless people of St. Louis, and we know where they live, so we know where to go. And then we learn from them where other people live in the downtown area. And we're just there to create a good conversation because some of them don't have conversations all day. They have part-time jobs or whatever jobs they can find, or they panhandle. And they won't have a conversation all day. So we try to provide that for them along with the food. I really enjoy having these connections with people. They're just like everyone else. Their struggles are a little bit greater than most of ours, and we can't always relate to them. But they have different personalities. They're all very funny and very easy to talk to, very genuine people. I like the enlightenment of the issues. I've never had to think about that before. Think about where I need to go brush my teeth, or how I'm going to eat for the day, or how I'm going to make money. A lot of them are wise in these ways. They know a lot more than I do about certain issues of our economy that I didn't even realize existed. Some dislikes. I feel helpless sometimes when I'm there. I feel like I don't always have much to offer as a college student because I don't have much money yet either, and a lot of them are in need of money or clothes, just little necessities, and they don't always ask for them, but we know they need them, and it's sad that I can't always provide those things that they need. We try to provide coats in the winter and gloves and hats, and we get a lot of donations, and then we put our own money into the organization. And when we're buying the food or whatever else we're buying, but even that's not always enough. Sometimes they need more than we can give them. I also just like the quarrels between the people. Sometimes people will live together in groups so they stay warm and they can share resources, but this causes drama as it does in everyday life. Everyone deals with drama, but it's really sad to see that they have to deal with that on top of all the other stresses of their lives. I've learned how much more difficult it is to live and perform daily activities without a home. I've also learned what a lot of them like to call their life is the way they're living is a lifestyle, not a disability or dysfunction of society. It's the way they have to live. They've been put into those situations and they try to make the best of them and get off the streets, and a lot of them are working too. There are those that are a little, I guess, lazier than others and not as proactive about getting off the streets, but most of them are working for a better life. So I've learned a lot about that and what it takes to get off the streets once you're there. Many of these people were put into these situations because of a poor home life as a child. It stems from the bad parenting and witnessing the parents doing drugs, or some of the parents were alcoholics and did not take care of them, or they got put out on the streets when they were 18 years old. They were kicked out of their homes, and then they fell into drugs or drug dealing, or just have been homeless ever since they've been kicked out. And it's really sad to see that a bad childhood could have that much effect on the rest of your life. For example, one of the people we see every week has been homeless for 40 years now. He's one of those who definitely calls it a lifestyle. But I've definitely realized the importance of family and a stable home structure. Some of the barriers that existed between those on the streets and myself is the fact that I don't have a personal experience of living on the streets, so I can't always relate essentially with their struggles. I can understand how each little thing could be a struggle, but I can't necessarily relate or say that I've ever been through something like that. So I feel like sometimes I seem ignorant to them, or maybe not as sensitive to their situations when we're having conversations because I don't quite understand. And that's been hard, and I try to be as sympathetic or um, as understanding as I can. Um, and lastly, the connections with global health concepts would be the poor health due to many different things, to drugs that some of them get into, um, the inaccessibility of health care um, because they don't have health insurance. Some of them don't even know where doctors are located. They just go straight to the emergency room when they have a problem, and that costs extra money, and um, then they feel like a burden on society because they can't pay for that, and then they just have bills racking up and making their lives even more stressful. They have poor diets and poor dental hygiene, so a lot of them are losing their teeth and they can't do anything about it, and that gives them even more health problems. Um, the cold temperatures at night is definitely an issue. Trying to stay warm is very important. Um, and the insanitary living conditions and lack of shower access creates the issue of being prone to infection and disease. So they have a lot of global health. There's a lot of global health concepts in effect in my service learning site, and that's about it.